Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and we're going to go through another box in my deck collection. Here we go. Another one. Ready? This is going to be box number 28. Box number 28. And you'll never guess what's inside. Ooh. I think the clue is over here. Normally these are blind boxes. Sometimes they're correctly labeled. Sometimes. So I'm still guessing there's illusionist stuff in here because I have a lot of illusionist decks. So it is illusionist. We'll put it off to the side and maybe kind of organize some stuff. I'll show you the organization process. We'll get a sneak peek here and we'll just see what goes where. So those two are together. Republics, Arcanes, Shadow Masters, Black Ghost, Artifice, Fathom and Ignite go together. LTD, let's put those off to the side. Keepers, blue keepers, red keepers. Another Artifice, where'd that go? There it is. And another Artifice. And Tallyhos. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Ghost, Arcane. Have another Arcane? I'm going to scooch all these off to the side. Let's go. What do you want to start with? I'll start with limited. I call them limited. It's LTD. I think I asked Peter McKinnon once, and he was adamant that it was LTD. LTD is something that Peter McKinnon put out when he was with Illusionist, and I really liked these a lot when they first came out. Just an empty blue tuck case, right? Nothing, no big deal. Back design looks like that. Kind of a mix between a casino back and a poker back. Big white poker border, right? But, I mean, beautiful cards. I bet I can get a tighter fan than that. That was, or a spread, not really a fan, right? So I have the camera a little lower this time around, trying to get a different angle. Trying to make myself look taller. Yeah, whatever. Court cards kind of have a washed out white and black look. A little bit of a original font in the corner. Silver pips instead of black. And pretty much just a basic workhorse deck. Peter McKinnon had the same kind of design aesthetic as Daniel Madison when he worked there. Just wanted to shoot for simplicity, wanted to get something that, you know, anybody could use. There's your ace, kind of elegant, right? And then your joker is just Marionette J. I don't know if there's anything else in here. We can look. I didn't see anything. So I didn't even see a second joker in there. So those were bicycle, by the way. Back when Peter McKinnon worked there. Let's do Republics. It's kind of the same theme, right? So Illusionist Republic. This is who am I thinking of? I'll figure it out. All white tuck case, by the way. Pretty plain. And then your back design is a casino back, full bleed, right? Again, really elegant, really beautiful. I like that a lot. Going for the casino look with these. Who am I thinking of? Jeremy Griffith? Ace. Again, kind of washed out ghost-like court cards. Very small indice in the corner. Here's your joker. Red courts have a little bit of red coloring to them, but the black courts are blank. And original layout, that's a different kind of two, different kind of three, right? And original pretty much everything, right? Pips, indice, layout. Very small footprint. We call that a footprint. Very small footprint on the face of the cards. What else is in here? I see a double backer. Add card and a double backer. I really want to say these were Jeremy Griffith, but I don't. I'm not. I'm going to look it up. I would have thought it would have been on the box. I remember when he put them out. And if it's not Jeremy Griffith, I made a huge error. Ah, it doesn't say. Doesn't say. It doesn't say. Designed in Canada. Designed in Canada. Illusionist is in San Rafael, California, though. Rockets. We'll do some more fun ones. So rockets, kind of a cartoony, fun, colorful, playful tuck case, right? Design on the inside as well. Not really a rocket back design, more like a rocket push pop back design, right? Remember those? Really pretty, very patriotic look. You know, we always associate red, white, and blue with the states, but there's a lot of flags in our world that use red, white, and blue. There is the ace, very ornate. It's astronaut, rocket pop, Illusionist playing card company. Very colorful quartz, all those same colors, red, white, and blue. But not just red, white, and blue, but like a freezer pop, red, white, and blue, right? Very, very fun, very... Fun's a good word. Fun's a good word. But standard quartz. Standard black, standard layouts. You've seen red, right? Nice big bright red. That is a really bright red. Does that show up on the camera as being that bright? What else? Anything else? Double backer. And a frozen pop joker. Is there anything in that? No. It looks like it would scream as a card reveal, but alas, there is none. There is nada. I'm still feeling the singles. Let's do... Wait, those two go together. Those two go together. Let's do Masters Edition. So this was a Illusionist answer to putting out their own rider bag, but as a premium, right? So this was done with the Q1 quality controls. It's got the really nice edges, nice rounded corners. It's got the performance coating. Yeah, and a red seal, interestingly enough. And then they started putting out masters for, I think they made a black masters, but yeah, it's a rider bag. I don't know what I'm going to show you. Let me just see if there's anything special in it. Everything's standard, like it should be, right? Completely, yeah. Normal jokers. And then the Masters Ace of Spades. That's really the only diff, but gorgeous, right? It's still my favorite deck. You know what? It is. The red rider back is my favorite deck. You can gift me, you know, people say, oh, I got this old deck. I want to send it to you in the mail. I'm like, you know what? Just send me red rider backs. That's all I want. Oh, let's do that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do, you know, I'm just trying to see like what would make the most sense. Let's do Shadow Masters next because those go together, right? Because it's a Masters deck, right? Yeah. I had this with something else that was black, but I should have it. This is the Masters Edition rider back. So again, it's a rider back, but it's black because that's what Illusionists used to do, is they just used to have these. They would just take whatever deck and just make it black. Like, oh, you like that deck? Here it is again, but black. Because black is awesome. Pretty back. It's so hard to see, I think. Like this, the print quality, like it just didn't come through. It looks like it went through a smoke machine. So this is going to have the Grim Reaper Joker. I'm trying to see if there was, yeah. So this one here, he's got a 3 of Diamonds card reveal in his hand instead of the hourglass. Can you see that? And then it's got the Shadow Masters Ace of Spades that we saw earlier. And then a double backer. And then the court cards are standard, but they're like ghost. I've said ghost for court cards now like 3 times, but these are probably the most ghost-like. Somebody asked me if I was going to do any Halloween videos. You know, I already did, right? Like a long time back. I did like the 13 decks of Halloween. You can look those up. An Illusionist ad card. So yeah, there's 13 decks of Halloween. I did those already. So you can find my 13 most spookiest decks. 13 spookiest decks. What else? Is there anything else in here that's exciting? I think I did all the exciting stuff. Reds are red, blacks are white, black face, right? And again, it's gonna be the. I don't know that I like the black backs, black fronts, because you get this. We call that chipping, when you can see like the little white flecks. It's where the ink flecks off, because the paper's not black, right? The paper's white, and they print black ink. So when you have this much black ink covering both sides of the cards, obviously it's going to make the cards thicker, right? Anytime you add ink to paper, it makes the cards thicker. Obviously, right? Whatever you add to paper makes it thicker. So gobs of black ink make it thicker. So that black ink flecks off the edges over time. It like flecks away. I don't have, yeah. So Arcane, I think I've done some Arcane decks already. At least I've done the Arcane Gaff deck, right? So these are the white Arcanes. This is one of their flagships. They did a few colors of this. So Arcane in the front, and they did a Gaff deck, right? I'm not wrong, I don't think. Back design looks like that. It's kind of a ribbon on top and bottom with some kind of elvish writing and like an Irish symbol in the center there with some patterns and vine work. That's upside down, or part of it's upside down. How did I put this deck away? Looks like I was doing some sort of a upside down, shuffled inside out magic trick with this. Let's try again. See, sometimes I do a trick with the deck and then I just kind of put it away and I forget about it. Look, I did it again. There's the ace over here. Let's try it one more time. I know you don't even care. You can't even see this angle. I should do these as lives instead of recording them. I should just make you watch me do this live. That'd be so boring. That's why I do it as a recording, so you can just watch it, and then when you're done, you're like, I'm gonna fast forward to the next deck because I'm sick of this. The black is a little bit of a ash gray, so that is not a full black. It's kind of like a gunmetal, but a little darker. And then you get a little bit of a darker red there too. It's more of a blood. It's really popping. There's our Illusionist ad card, your double backer, and the Arcane Jokers. Probably the most haunting, creepy Joker Illusionist has ever put out. This girl with braids crawling towards you on the ground, ready like a succubus to take your life. That was a bit much. There's your Ace of Spades. Yeah. And, oh, I didn't do court cards. So, court cards, what am I going to say? They're ghost-like. This has been a ghost-themed... Maybe that's just Illusionist. Maybe Illusionist just kind of likes to make wispy, ghost-like, less ink-impacted court cards. So, their centers are missing. Like they've been erased by time. I don't know what that means. This guy looks naked. Right? Is that my imagination? I don't know. It's always that pesky King of Hearts, man. So, Arcane. I have a... Well, you know what? I'll save my question. I'll save my question for... I got a question for you, but I won't do it yet because I haven't done Artifice yet. I haven't done a lot yet. There's a couple I haven't done. So we'll stash Arcane off to the side, and we'll leave that. Silver Tallyhos, badang. So it's gonna look like a Tallyho deck, but silver, because it's really a black deck, right? It's really their version of doing it in black. So did they do the fan back in black? Who sang Back in Black? Yeah, you will. That's an easy. I did it with this deck too. What's going on? So that's upside down. My ace. 2 jokers and an ace. What trick was that? 2 jokers face up and an ace of spades face up. Like a sandwich effect, huh? Some sort of sandwich effect I did with this one. That was horrifying. Okay. We're having really bad luck with our spreads today. So, but it looks just like what you'd expect, right? exactly like a Tallyho deck should look. But it's going to be in black. And black backed white quartz. Yeah. I'm not gonna say ghost. I'm not. You just did. White pips on a black back, right? And red. And there's your Doherty Ace of Spades. That's familiar to all of us. And your Tallyho Joker. No color, just silver. And that's probably it, right? Nothing else exciting. Another, yeah, second Joker. What was your favorite black version deck from Illusionist? So when Illusionist took the when Illusionist took the standard decks and made them black, what was your favorite? Was it Black Tiger? I got partners of everything now. So we will do this. Ignite and Fathom. Here's the deal. I have an open Ignite deck somewhere, but I don't have it in this box. So for some reason I have two Ignite decks. I don't know why. You know what? I don't ever keep my decks shrink wrapped. I really don't. You know what? There's no reason to, by the way, guys. Unless you really think one day it's going to be worth a lot, but chances are it won't. So most decks of cards will not appreciate in value. Will not appreciate in value. Most. Unless something crazy happens. That's like with comic books. People always think, oh, I'm going to leave my comic books, you know, sealed up. But yeah, comic books, the way they appreciate very slowly and very rarely. Something has to happen, right? Something has to happen that makes the deck worth more money. So chances are they usually don't go up in value. And you could say, well, it's a limited edition. Guess what? Every deck is a limited edition unless it's part of a standard company run where they make it all the time. So, I mean, I've seen so many things that say limited edition and just laughed because, yeah, of course it's a limited edition. Anything, I mean, yeah, it's silly. Limited edition just means they won't keep making more, right? Well, yeah, obviously. Ace of Spades, Fathom. This is the water deck, right, by the way? This is the water deck, and Ignite was the fire deck. So, and then fully custom, you got that little sparkle water drop pip. And then you got original font in the original indice font in the corner. And then the court cards have kind of a bubble underwater look. They kind of look like, no, I'm just kidding. And red is a dark red, deep blood red. They also have those little dots in the center of the pips. And the red quartz look the same. It was a nice set. I'm not mad at it, right? It's okay. Here's your ad card. Your two octopus jokers. Is there a card reveal? Let's look. I don't see one. This would have been another good one to have a card reveal in. And a double backer. Yeah, I can't remember why I had two Ignite decks. I'm sure I didn't buy them. I wouldn't have. I rarely buy. If I ever buy duplicates of decks, I give them away. I give them away. I don't keep them. Illusionist did a whole campaign where they did like alcohol and kind of like gin and yeah, absinthe and whatnot. So I believe these were both part of the same thing. Well, this says Prohibition. This says 21 play. What? Can't read that small. Bad. Buy it. Blech. Triple distilled. You know what? They probably didn't even go together. I'm just pretending they do. Okay? Here. We'll just do them one at a time. Who cares? The 52 proof deck. This was done to look kind of like, you know, an alcohol bottle. I say alcohol bottle like I drink alcohol. Yeah, you know, it's that alcohol bottle of stuff with the alcohol in it. Yep. You know, the boozy kind. Yeah, sure. Does it say anything on the inside of this? Nope, just says 52 proof. Okay. American Spirit 52 proof smooth finish. That sounds like whiskey, right? Am I wrong? I don't even, see, I don't know. I don't know what proof and all that means. I have no clue. No idea. There's your back design. Pull it back a little bit. All right. I'll bet I'll find out on one of these ad cards. It'll tell me. It'll say, aha. Prohibition. Oh, this is part of the Prohibition set. I was right. Was I? Yes, I was right. 52 proof coal mine. Whiskey. I was right. It was whiskey. Okay. Little jokery ad cards, right? Looks like parchment paper. That's pretty good for somebody that doesn't know what he's talking about. Don't drink whiskey. Bright red fonts and pips. And there's a little tail on the bottom of those spades. Big bold indice in the corner of that font. That's a big 3. At least looks big to me. I like that. I think I would do that if it were me. Vintage old-timey court card characters. Kind of look like people from Clue. A little sharp diamond there. And reds have red clothing. Kind of a Agatha Christie whodunit murder mystery artwork. But these people are long since dead, and now they are ghosts. I had to work it in. I had to get it in there somewhere. That was my getting it in there. I did it. Hooray! I'm not gonna be able to do it for all of them. I was just goofing off. Ad card? Let's say that's an ad card. And a bicycle. Ace of spades. That's kind of crazy. 52 proof. And another joker. I made a big mess. How did I... Whoops. Well, I think there was some other ones, right? These aren't the only 2 in the Prohibition series. I think these are just the 2 I liked. I think there was more. I want to say there was... Was there more? Somebody check. Somebody check and see which ones I'm missing and tell us down below. Absinthe playing premium cards. Produced product of your imagination. Illusionist Playing Card Company. Dare to indulge a green tuxedo. Very ornate silvery back. Black liner. Very fun. This would be a good fortune-telling deck, right? A good deck for cartomancy. Black borders. I like it. It's cool. Some mystery card in there somewhere. And very green, black backdrop, a space backdrop. Man smoking green Pippin indice for red. And then the blacks are white. And they're very ornate. There's your ace of spades. No text. Yeah. Nice big font in the corner. Here's a jack. A black jack. A black queen. And your king. Your ace. The Prohibition, recipe card. Green diamonds. Purple horseshoes. Oh, I'm just kidding. Red jack. Red queen. Black king. They kind of look the same. Queen. Jack. Clubs are very curly-Q. And what else we got? Hearts. Yeah. Want every new deck Illusionist puts out for free? Join the Black Club. I don't think they have that anymore. 2 crazy-looking jokers. Absinthe. One. It's like, hey, how much you been drinking, buddy? You sure? You sure you're not drunk? There you go. Oh, I know. Absinthe isn't alcohol. It's Is it? I don't even know. I thought, isn't absinthe like some sort of liqueur, or it's like it's like bad, right? It's like a poison, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know anything about alcohol or absinthe. There you go. I'm ignorant. let's do artifice because it's big. Okay, so I got 3. I got blue, green, and white. I'm gonna scooch in. Artifice is another one of those flagship decks. They made a lot of these. And they did an Artifice Gaff deck as well. Of course, they're gonna look the same. Artifice White was called Tundra. And really, everything's going to look the same. On the white, the reds are still black. That's all I really wanted to say. The reds are still black, and then you have red indices in the corner, red pips. But otherwise, they're just kind of, they are what they are. And then greens look like that. And you know what the artifice looks like, I'm sure. When Daniel Madison did his, I think he used the green. Their reds are red though, so yeah, nothing to see here. And then blue, that's the one we'll look at. So Artifice Blue. I threw the tuck case over in the corner and it's standing on end. I did not do that on purpose. There's your blue. You want to see what blue and green look like side by side? I can do that. There you go. I'm sure you got a deck of Artifice lying around somewhere. We all got them when they came out. Right? Another one of their popular jokers is the Grifter with his hand behind his back, pulling an ace out of his back pocket. Borderless court cards. Original. Nice art. Custom pips and indices. Reds are red, blacks are black. And here's some more courts. Court card. I don't know what that just happened there. Just flying out of the deck. And the court. And black king, black jack, black king, and really beautiful Artifice Ace of Spades. They use this design on a lot of things. I think they made Artifice shirts that had that on there. I think they had a sweatband, double backer, and another ad card, and another grifter type joker. All right, so you want to know? No, I don't. I want to know what you liked better. Did you like the Arcanes better or the Artifice better? Like, I remember they thought like Artifice was going to be like the end all. They were really like, this is our flagship. This is what we're going to do, right? These are what we're going to, yeah, for everything. So, what did you like better, Artifice or Arcane? What was your favorite? Or did you like Ghost? If they were all in a head-to-head, what would you pick? Ghost and Black Ghost. That's the next two. And again, they're going to be riderbacks. Yep, they're riderbacks. There's... I don't know what that is. It's hard to tell all the different black riderback decks apart. This one is a little sharper. The image is sharper and the border is just black, right? So that's the main difference between this one and the other. It looks more like a riderback. It stands out more. This also has a big chunk of cards that's all wonky doodle. There we go. So the Joker on this one is like this haunted spirit holding his hand out. You could call him a ghost. And then in this hand, he's holding the Jack of Spades as a card reveal. There's your Ace of Spades card. Red suits have white pips, but then red indices in the corner. And then the ghosts. What? The courts. Oh my gosh. This has been a ghost-themed day. The core cards are all white. That's what I meant to say. And the black cards are also white. So blacks and reds are white. Did you get that? the black cards and the red cards are white. Kind of makes gameplay and Magic a little difficult. People look for those standard colors. Did that card go in upside down? Sure looked like it. You got a red. What? You got a white 3 of clubs as one of your extra cards. And then we shall look at the white ghosts. Yeah, these are ghosts. Yeah. So even more ghosts. So rider back, but all white, right? All white. Which is cool, right? This Joker is it even says 808, which is strange. Kind of a skipping man holding a fishing rod. I would assume there's a card reveal in this. It says Mundus Volt Decepi, which is something they've had on their cards before. The grass in the corner is different on both of them. Oh, yes, there is. So he's standing on Ace of Clubs. Standing on Ace of Clubs, right down there. Here's your ace. And your second ace. Yep. Get a duplicate ace. And standard blacks, but again, reds are also black. So blacks are black, reds are black. And then core cards are black and white, just like you'd expect. Well, just like you'd expect on this deck. There's been a serious theme, hasn't there? I think that's going to go away when we get to our next few. I'm bored already. I'm already bored because they've all looked the same, like every single deck. Like when you see this many Illusionist decks in a row, they kind of fit a theme. What's that thing over there? What's this? There you go. Keeper. Adam Wilbur, right? I'm pretty sure. Standard size, standard face. Seek not a lighthouse greater than the human mind. Performance coding, professional quality. And there's a Adam Wilbur on the back. No, I'm just kidding. That's a lighthouse keeper. The sentinel at his post, the watcher on the wall, a guardian of deadly truths, secret keeper above all. Guide seafarers where you will, warm hearths or watery graves, for in your hands a simple light to lead them through the waves. You know who comes out of watery graves? Ghosts. If I had $1 for every time I said the word ghost in this review, how many dollars would I have? And you'd have to count the time I just said ghost in that sentence and the time I just said it in this. That's a lot. Blue and red. They did release a reader back of these. I don't think it was these though. I don't think these keepers were the readers. I don't believe, because they weren't all, right? They weren't all. I don't think they were all readers. I'm staring at it. It's 7 of hearts, but I don't see what I'm expecting. I don't think so. I think my marked keepers are in a different box. I'm pretty sure. Am I wrong, guys? I'll check the blue. What's this? Jack of Clubs. Look, it's Adam Wilbur. I pulled the Adam Wilbur card. I met Adam Wilbur at Magi Fest. He was so cool. One of the coolest magicians I've ever met. Red is red, black is black. Courts are standard. Illusionist ad card. Lighthouse Keeper Joker. Standard courts. Adam Wilbur is the Jack of Clubs. And your Ace of Spades. Yep. But other than that, standard. Do you like the keepers? What do you think? I like them because they kind of look like bicycles, right? They kind of look like that. if you like that. I don't think the blues are any different. I'm pretty sure. Queen of Clubs is also original. Would that be his wife? I do not know. I'd have to ask him. I will. I will ask him just for you guys. I'll take a picture of it and send it to him. And I will put it in this review and see what he says. And then I only got two more. Two more and we're done. The 1800s. Da 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 da. I bet they look like rider backs. Pudding. Except this time, they're old. Hey guys, you know, we've done rider backs in black. We've done rider backs in white. What else could we do? Let's make them really old. Done. $1 million. I'm sure they don't make $1 million off these decks. I was just joking. So it looks like a rider back deck, but it looks like a rider back deck that's been left out in the sun for 100 years. And it handles like one too. No, it doesn't. It handles really well, actually. Crusty old. There's a red queen as a gaff card in here as an extra. And really, I mean, they just look parchmenty. I'm gonna flip them face up, face down. So they look just like what you'd expect, but just aged, right? Parchment, aged, worn faces, and cracked, but standard, you know. Standards. I mean, I really wanted these when I was a kid, though. I was like, or whenever they came out. I say kid. I was just younger. You know, back then I was younger. Yes, David, we all were. That's how aging works. Am I funnier in these deck reviews? Or am I not funny anyway? He's like, no, you're not funnier. You've never really been that funny. Oh, that hurts. I'm a dad, so a lot of my humor is like, you know, dry, 50-year-old man dad humor. Yeah. Was the 18... I think the 1800 was their first. I know there was a couple age decks that came out, but when I say this one was that was wrong. Well, it's another deck I must have done a trick with, because it's all Wonka crazy. Here, we'll just fix it as I show you. There's not going to be much different, right? It's exactly the same. Really. There's nothing to write home about here, kids. It is what it is. I could stick the two side by side. Man, there's like a weird triumph trick I did with this. I can stick the two side by side. I can do that for you at the very least. Because that's what I do right here. The very least. There's your blue and the red. Let's call it a day, kids. Let's be done with this. Let's put this behind us. What was your favorite ghost deck? Oh, I said it again. It's another $1. How many dollars is that? I'm sorry if I made you go back and watch it all over again. That'd suck. You should have just been keeping track from the beginning. You should have made it a drinking game. Every time David says ghost, I'm going to take a drink. All right. There's all the cards. Illusionist. What was your favorite? What was your least favorite? Probably have all of these. Or if you don't have all of these, which one was you like, oh, I always wanted to get X? Tell me down below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. See you next time. Bye.